Hello and welcome to Knife Delights again. This is part 3 of Big Brother antique trip through the East Coast and sharing with my brother Tom here at Knife Delights. So this is, I started collecting Boy Scout knives 40 years ago, and so that was pretty much my extent of collecting knives. And
I'll just remind everyone, I did a multi-part series on Boy Scout knives. I've got a playlist of the Boy Scout knives. You've got a wonderful collection. I'll put that link at the end of this video, so if they want to see more Boy Scout knives. So,
right.
Sorry to interrupt there.
So this is just what I found, and I don't believe there was any duplications of these knives with my previous knives. So that was always really nice. So start out here. This is a Camillus, and now obviously the shield has been twisted on this, and so this has been used and maybe abused because you can see the rust. So I have not been able to have time to, but this will be a priority to get this rust off of this knife. So from the dating on this, I think this is from the late 40s. Still have a little more because it's the raised shield, and
You can date a lot of the Boy Scout knives by and the manufacturer by the type of the shield they put on, whether it was raised, inset, whether they used the tenderfoot badge or the first class badge.
Yes.
Or yeah.
So it's just the regular. I won't open these up because they're very hard to open up at this point. But so this is a knife that I'll have some work to do.
Absolutely. Yep. I know you'll enjoy restoring it too.
So I found another Camillus. This is a little different, and so this is a more modern, probably in the 90s, because it's still in really good shape. You can just barely see the printing on it.
There it is.
There it is.
Yep. Official knife. Yep.
Yeah. And so again, there's a little rust that was down in it, so from the storage, but the knife has not been used much, as you can see that it doesn't look like it's been sharpened at all. So
Could I just point out that I show a lot of camp knives, or I refer to them as scout knives or utility knives. What it means, it's this pattern of a knife. Okay.
Yeah.
So what makes this an official scout knife versus a scout knife pattern is you're going to have that shield, or you're going to have that printing on the blade. So there's a difference between an official Boy Scout knife and just a scout knife. So,
yeah.
Yep.
So those are two Camilluses that I was able. Here's a holster.
I love this holster.
So this is probably from the 60s based, and you can see the cover is a little different on this one. Here they even labeled the can opener. I don't
Yeah.
as if nobody knew what that was.
Yep.
Things are little stuff. I need to put a little oil on it, and
It's got that really long
this
blade.
is a little longer because they started out long and then they went short, and this is back to the long that they did for a few years. So, and this blade also has the etching on it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see.
That's great when you find those, because again, that usually gets wore off.
So this is a stainless unit. So
very nice. I like that. That's in good shape.
Yep. So
now, look, can we just compare these real quick? I was looking at the thickness. This one just seems like it's wider. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a well-built one here. Same length, but certainly beefier, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
And then we get into some more modern. This is more new style with smooth covers. This one is an Imperial. So it has, again, it doesn't look like it's been used. It's the Imperial. Let's do it this way so you can see the tag stamp. So it is probably from the late 80s to 2000 or so. Some of the last knives that Imperial made. But again, it's a typical 4-blade. And I mentioned one in part 2 that there was a sharp awl. This is actually the sharpest one I've seen with the pointiest point that I've seen on that.
You know, I just watched a video from Big J, and he was, excuse me, talking about his awl and how it was like a needle, almost like a hypodermic needle almost. This one looks the same way, don't it? That is pointy. Yep. Pretty cool.
So, and then after sometime in the 2000s, Victorinox started making Boy Scout knives. So again, this is a typical camp knife. So there's the tang stamp.
Mm-hmm.
Swiss made, you know. Again with the smooth and the printed symbols. So it has a Phillips on the back side, and a little awl with the sewing hole.
You know what? This knife reminds me of my Evo Grip 11 that I always carry. It has the same tools to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got toothpick and tweezers there. So, and then the other regular blades there. So, again, not a new knife, but
it's in good shape.
Well shaped. So,
okay, I'm going to pause things, folks, here for just a moment. We're going to get ready because Gary found a couple very special knives, and we're going to get set up so we can show those. Okay, we're back. And Gary, I know you got a couple special knives, and they mean a lot to you. Why don't you just show the viewers here what we've picked up, or what you picked up?
So this is something I found. This is a Diamond Jubilee knife from 1985 when the Scouts were 75 years old. It has a certificate of what it is. And this is the display case. It comes in, and you can see that it's a limited edition. 12,000 were made. It's a holster, limited edition, and I'll just take it out because to see some of the detail on the covers.
While you're getting that out, I'm just going to hold this up here for a second, and if people want to read this, they can pause the video and read it if they'd like to.
Keep holding, Tom.
I'm holding. I'm killing time.
It's not coming out very easy.
We don't want dead air time. No, that's our enemy, dead air time.
Okay.
Oh, you got it? Are you ready?
I finally got it.
Oh, good. My hands were getting tired.
So here's the detail. So it has the 1910 to the 1985 with the Jubilee symbol there. Picture of a Scout. Make sure it focuses so you can see it. And then the first class symbol on that side. And this was number 11137 of the 16 or 1200. So it's
12,000.
12,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't speak right now.
It's different when the camera's rolling, isn't it?
So, and then on the back side, it has a Scout handshake and a sign on my honor. It recognizing the fathers of the Scouts, Beard and Sexton. They were instrumental in the early 1900s to do, and again, the first class symbol. This was made in the U.S. It was made by
Ulster, you said, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ulster. Limited edition. Pretty cool.
So, love that.
Okay, and we got one more special one coming up yet, right?
Yeah, can
Well,
you?
that was 75. So now what do we have?
So we have 100th anniversary commemorative knife. So this one was special for the Boy Scout Jamboree that's held every 4 years. And so this is the 2010 National Jamboree, Scout Jamboree, Century of Scouting, 1910 to 2010. So 100 years of scouting, Boy Scouts of America.
Now, did you say one of these you got off of eBay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So the 75 I got off of eBay.
But this one you found in the store.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, folks, I'm telling you, you never know what you're going to run across.
So it has the printing on this. And this one was made by the Northwest Territorial Mint. You know, they do rings and things. So we're not sure exactly.
Who they contracted with?
Yeah, to make the knife.
Yeah.
But it's still.
Beautiful job on it,
Yeah.
though. Very
So
beautiful.
this one's a lock back. So.
Very nice.
So I really like these last two knives to join my collection.
Yep, you bet. Now, again, I'll put a link to the playlist of Gary's Boy Scout knives, the videos that I did. We have 2 parts prior to this on his antique store finds. We got one more part 4 coming up on his fixed blade finds. So, what are they supposed to do, Gary?
Have a delightful day, of course.
That's right. Until next time, right? Thanks,
Yep.
everybody.
Bye.